The world's wealthiest man till date appears to have had it with this whole working from home business. Tesla employees have been given an ultimatum by their CEO, who asked them to return to work at the office or leave the company, according to an email that has been circulating on social media. So what does this mean? What did Musk have to say about this issue? Hit the like button and find out by watching this video. Billionaire Elon Musk, the chief executive officer of Tesla Inc., weighed in on the return to office debate just recently on Twitter by elaborating on an email he apparently sent to the EV maker's executive staff. Under the subject line, "Remote work is no longer acceptable," Elon Musk wrote that anyone who wishes to do remote work must be in the office for a minimum, and by that we mean minimum, of 40 hours per week or departing Tesla. As noted by Reuters, Elon Musk also wrote, "Everyone at Tesla is required to spend a minimum of 40 hours in the office per week." He further wrote, "If you do not show up, we will assume you have resigned. The more senior you are, the more visible your presence must be. This is why I lived in the factory so much, so that those on the line could see me working alongside them. If I had not done that, Tesla would long ago have gone bankrupt." Moreover, two sources confirmed the authenticity of the email, which was reviewed by Reuters. Tesla did not respond to a request for comment. He went on to write that the office must be the main Tesla office, not a remote branch office unrelated to the job duties. For example, being responsible for Fremont factory human relations, but having your office be in another state. While Musk didn't directly address whether the email was authentic, the billionaire strongly suggested it by responding to a follower who asked about people who think going to work is an antiquated concept. Elon Musk tweeted, "They should pretend to work somewhere else." It's not the first time Musk's tough love treatment of his employees has come up. Roughly 2 weeks before Musk prevailed in his attempt to strike a deal to buy Twitter Inc., the Silicon Valley venture capitalist and entrepreneur Keith Rabois told a story from Musk's startup days. Once at Space Exploration Technologies core, Elon Musk had noticed a group of interns milling around while they waited in line for coffee. To the billionaire, it was an affront to productivity. Also, according to Rabois, who knows Elon Musk from their days at PayPal Holdings Inc., the Tesla CEO responded by threatening to fire all the interns if it happened again, and had security cameras installed so that the company could monitor compliance. The email's reference to factory workers is also interesting in light of the situation at Tesla's own factory in Shanghai. And there, thousands of workers have been effectively locked in for months, as well as working 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. Up until recently, many were sleeping on the factory floor as part of a so-called closed-loop manufacturing system meant to keep COVID out and cars rolling off the production line. Many workers brought in to bring the factory back up to speed are now being shuttled between the facility and their sleeping quarters, either disused factories or an old military camp, with day shift and night shift workers sharing beds in makeshift dorms. Many major tech firms in Silicon Valley do not really require workers to return to the office full-time in the face of resistance from some workers and a resurgence of coronavirus cases in California. Furthermore, Tesla has moved its headquarters to Austin in Texas, but Tesla had its engineering base and one of its factories in the San Francisco Bay Area. Elon Musk also wrote in the email, "There are of course companies that don't require this, but when was the last time they shipped a great new product? It's been a while." He then further wrote, "Tesla has and will create and actually manufacture the most exciting and meaningful products of any company on Earth. This will not happen by phoning it in." After this email, one of Musk's Twitter followers posted another email that Elon Musk apparently sent to executives, asking them to work in the office for at least 40 hours per week or depart Tesla. On the other hand, as a response to this tweet, the billionaire who has agreed to take Twitter private in a $44 billion deal said, "They should pretend to work somewhere else." There have been some Tesla workers expressing displeasure over Elon Musk's latest comments in posts they placed on the anonymous app Blind, which needs users to sign up using the company email as proof of employment at such firms. One Tesla employee wrote, "If there is a mass exodus, how would Tesla finish projects? I do not think the investors would be happy about that." Another worker from Tesla posted, "Waiting for him to backpedal real quick." Moreover, a California-based worker advocacy group assailed Elon Musk's return-to-office plan. The executive director at WorkSafe, Stephen Knight, wrote, "Employers, including the state government, are finding that mandating a return of all employees is a recipe for outbreaks." Later on, Elon Musk wrote, "Unfortunately, Tesla's disregard for worker safety is well documented, including their flouting of the county public health department at the start of the pandemic." Back in the year 2020, the CEO reopened a Tesla factory in Fremont, California, defying Alameda County's lockdown measures to curb the spread of the coronavirus. And according to county data obtained by legal information site PlainSight, Tesla reported 440 cases at the factory from the month of May to December 2020. Last year, according to county data, SpaceX reported 132 COVID-19 cases at its headquarters in the Los Angeles area city of Hawthorne. Musk previously played down the risks of COVID-19, stating that the coronavirus panic is dumb, as well as the children were essentially immune to the coronavirus. He later got COVID-19 twice. Elon Musk even stated last month that American people are trying to avoid going to work at all, whereas Chinese workers won't even leave the factory type of thing, and that they will be burning the 3 a.m. oil, said Musk at a conference. Also, Tesla's Shanghai factory has been working all out to ramp up the production following the lockdown of the Chinese economic hub, which then forced the factory to shut for 22 days. While some significant employers have embraced voluntary work-from-home policies permanently, others, including Alphabet Inc.'s Google, are asking employees to return to the office gradually. Furthermore, Alphabet has required employees to be in offices at least 3 days a week starting in early April, but many employees have been approved for fully remote work. Moreover, Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal tweeted in March that Twitter offices would be reopening. However, employees could still work from home if they preferred. Roughly 2 weeks before Musk reached a deal to acquire Twitter Inc., Keith Rabois, who is a Silicon Valley venture capitalist and entrepreneur, tweeted an anecdote that speaks to his friend's management style. Rabois wrote in April that employees at Twitter and one of the most prominent companies to allow permanent remote work are in for a rude awakening. Musk's apparent email to Tesla's executive staff suggests Twitter's policy will change once he takes over. The reference to Tesla factory workers is also interesting in light of the situation at the carmaker's plant in Shanghai. Thousands of staff there have been effectively locked in for months, working 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. Until recently, many were sleeping on the factory floor as part of a closed-loop system meant to keep COVID out and cars rolling off the production line. Workers brought in to bring the factory back up to speed are being shuttled between the facility and their sleeping quarters, either disused factories or an old military camp, with day and night shift workers sharing beds in a makeshift dorm. Well, guys, that's all for today. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Elon Musk is right? Let us know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more must-know developments in finance and technology. And with that said, we'll see you guys in another video.